What would happen if you fell into a black hole? How much do you know about black holes? What happens if you fall into a black hole, hypothetically speaking? Suppose one day, while exploring the space in search of a new planet for human habitation, you come across a black hole and decide to get a little closer and take a peep. What are your chances of survival? How would you break free from the gravitational field? Would you die instantly or end up crash landing in another world? Well, we are here to tell you that if, God forbid, you do fall into a black hole, a much more gruesome fate than instant death awaits you. But don't panic just yet. If you accidentally approach the boundary of a black hole, called the event horizon, provided your spaceship has efficient and powerful engines, you might still be able to pull away and actually live to tell others about your experience, or not. So do not miss this video and stay with us until the end. Hey everybody, welcome to the Think Lab. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's get started. A black hole is a place where the laws of physics break down. Based on Einstein's theory of general relativity, if an object is massive enough, it can significantly bend or warp the space all around it and cause a distortion in space-time. Thus, a sufficiently dense object can oscillate space-time in such manner so as to create a hole with unbelievable gravitational field. This gravitational field is so strong that not even light can escape it, thus creating a completely dark region, i.e. a black hole. As mentioned earlier, the uttermost boundary of a black hole is called the event horizon, beyond which lies a point called a singularity, where gravity is so intense that it catastrophically and infinitely curves space-time. A huge amount of thermal radiation is released right outside the event horizon because of relativistic quantum effects, creating a stream of hot particles. This radiation is called Hawking radiation because physicist Stephen Hawking theorized its existence. Once you get past the event horizon, one of two things can happen. Either you will burn and perish immediately, or you enter the black hole unscathed. Of course, it all depends on what kind of black hole you get sucked into. Simply put, there are three major types of black holes: stellar mass black holes, intermediate mass black holes, and supermassive black holes. Of the three, stellar mass black holes are the smallest and, perhaps contrary to popular belief, the deadliest ones. You see, depending on the mass of a black hole, which is estimated to be between 3 and 10 solar masses, it could take anywhere from a fraction of a second to a maximum of 8 minutes to get past the event horizon. Needless to say, this time depends largely on the size of the black hole. In other words, the smaller the black hole, the nearer the time of your death. So maybe steer clear of stellar mass black holes altogether? But just for the fun of it, let's assume that you forgot to heed our warning and chose a small black hole. If you jumped in feet first, the force of gravity on your toes would be much greater than the force on your head, which would make you stretch like spaghetti. This process is befittingly called spaghettification. If you fall into a supermassive black hole though, you might be able to avoid spaghettification and pass the event horizon with little to no effect. Now, assuming you left the space station in order to explore the space, let's see things from the perspective of your friend. We'll call her Anna, who from a safe distance watches in horror as you get sucked into the black hole. As you accelerate towards the black hole, Anna sees you being dragged and squashed as if she were looking at you through a large magnifying glass. As you get closer to the event horizon, from Anna's point of view, everything seems to be happening in slow motion. To her, when you reach the event horizon, you come to a complete stop, as though frozen in place. You remain motionless and stretch on the horizon as the intense heat engulfs you. To Anna, you slowly disappear and perish even before you reach the darkness of the black hole. To you, however, everything is happening in real time. You move into the most horrible place in the universe without any impact, injury, or burns. That is, of course, assuming it's a supermassive, oddly quiet black hole you dived into. At this point, one might wonder why Anna keeps saying that she saw you die before you even entered the black hole. Remember the part about black holes warping space-time? Well, once an object, in this case you and your spaceship, goes beyond the event horizon, time and space as we know them will cease to exist. That is why the event horizon is called as such, because if an event occurs within a black hole's boundary, information from that event, though probably still preserved on the boundary, won't reach an outside observer. That is why it is impossible to determine if that event has even occurred. Therefore, as far as Anna is concerned, you have entered the point of no return, while in reality, your reality, you have just crossed the event horizon without noting any strange behavior or abnormalities. Considering falling into a black hole is a very normal everyday occurrence, so it is as though you are in two places at once. According to physicist Leonard Susskind, and based on the laws of quantum physics, one copy of you has perished before Anna's eyes, while the other copy is heading towards the center of the black hole. Unfortunately, because nothing can escape a black hole, you will never be able to compare your information with that of Anna's. There's also no third-party observer who could see both the inside and the outside of the black hole at the same time, so as to reach a conclusion. The question at hand is, which story is true? Well, there is your truth, and then there's Anna's truth, and this is the greatest mystery that black holes have left us to unveil. Perhaps the truth too, like space and time, is relative and should be treated as such. If you liked today's video, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know down in the comments if there's any subject you want us to cover in our future videos. See you in the next video.